Hello there. This is just a video of me showing off my English skills. Um, to be clear, this is the first video of many where I'm going to reach out to some English speaking content creators because I want to expand my tentacles around the world. I want to be a global, which is how is it called? A global influencer. I want to reach out my tentacles around the world and engulf it all and have it all for me. Have it, have it until the end of the world. Well, so this video, it's about Armoured Skeptic's video, where he declares to have been wrong on on many of his takes during the Culture War, Batalla Cultural in Spanish. Yeah, before the pandemic. I have seen some of his videos, and he seems to have shifted his views during the pandemic. It seems. I have not seen a lot of his content. I just have seen this video, which is one more than 1 hour long, a more than 1 hour long video, and he says also that he is sorry for enabling cyberbullying. I definitely, I definitely don't have I I have no problem with this part of his video. Cyberbullying someone just because his political views is simply shitty behavior and should not be endorsed. I want to declare this. Do not go cyberbullying on the internet because it's shitty. It makes you a shitty person. It makes you weak. It makes you be the kind of person that cries like a baby when he is attacked, but he has a very iron fist punch on others. In Spanish we call it puño de hierro, mandíbula de cristal. Puño de hierro, mandíbula de cristal. Well, it is traduced to some like iron fist, crystal chin. Chin? No. Crystal jaw. Wow. My problem with his more than 1 hour long video is what he says next to this. I want to make this clear. I have no problem with what he says initially, but the problem comes after. He says that MRAs and anti-feminism in general is are they are all they all are wrong because some of the meanest attitudes, violence and discrimination against men come from other men. I just wonder which men? From which political spectrum are we talking here? Well, And yeah, he also implies that feminists just care about equality. He does not say this in his video, but I come to this conclusion because later he recommends a documentary which Armoured Skeptic defends being better and more honest than the red pill, better than KCJ's red pill. If in case you haven't seen the red pill of KCJ, it's here on YouTube. Last time I checked, it's a wonderful documentary about men's issues. And no, it's not dishonest. Well, I have seen this movie he refers to, which is called The Mask You Live In. And it's bad. It's very, very bad. Well, Google defines social engineering as the use of centralized planning in an attempt to manage social change and regulate the future development and behavior of a society. This shitty movie is part of the feminist discourse, step by step, which is one of the most important legs of the political agenda of liberals, socialists, and progressive parties. I live in Spain. I know what I am talking about. Believe me. Well, don't believe me. Just Google it. I can tell you about more than 400 laws regulated by this and previous governments of Spain, which how does it say it? Which favors women over men. 400 laws. Well, more like 400 articles within the laws, within Spanish law. For example, the gender violence law. In Spain, we call it Ley Integral de Violencia de Género. It's a very important law of 2004, and it makes every other law about feminism in Western societies look like charity. The gender violence law here in Spain makes it possible to have within a court a specialized court which only will judge men. Men who mistreat or beat or commit other crimes against his his fiance, his woman partner within a relationship. Bueno, ¿cómo se dice? It punishes men for being men. Because if a woman, a lesbian woman, beats off his sentimental partner, she will not go to this court. She will go to the domestic violence court, which is way different. It has less financial and economic right. No, no se dice así. It has less economic rights, well, the victim will have less economic rights in this court, and this goes also for gay men, children, and women of in a lesbian relationship. The gender violence law only protects if it protects, because that is also very questionable. It defends only straight women. Well, I have the graphic here. This movie, The Mask You Live In, tries to look like a compassionate look on men, but ends with this stupid idea of if men had been hugged more when they've been children, they wouldn't beat women so much. This is so stupid. It's it boggles my mind how Armored Skeptic could see this and say, "Yeah, this is a direct approach on men's issues." This movie doesn't explain why men are slaughtered in family courts, why men are distancing themselves from women, why they are the majority of mentally ill, and so on, with every issue men have to face. By the way, all the numbers that appear in this movie, the facts, statistic, statistic, that's it sounds very strange. Every one of two children seem to have been abused uh, within within their own family. Of course, this movie says by their fathers, not by their mothers, because mother beating up their children is something that is not a men's issue. This it's just so ridiculous. It's horrifying. It is horrifying. There are many studies. Well, studies. Just look up the statistics. The statistic. Women will act violently towards men psychologically. The whole feminist movement is an act of violence against men and women, by the way. Because, yeah, I live in a feminist country, and yeah, it affects also women on the bad end. The poor women, they don't, those, those women who are not financially stable, those women are also affected by this politics. So look up just look, dude. I know what this hateful ideology does to men and women, especially to their human rights. It is so damaging, it's crazy. I know it from a personal to a personal level. So the only thing I am not sure about your video is if you are being really honest. you say KCJ is the dishonest on her on her documentary. I I ask myself if you are being honest on this video because I am not sure. And if you are honest on this video of yours, on all those videos, it's in the way you have shifted your ideas, then I will tell you that you are not the shiniest street lamp on your neighborhood. It's a common phrase these days in Spain. No eres la lámpara más la lámpara que más brilla en el vecindario. For the I think I will end this video here. But yeah, check out the Armored Skeptic's video. You, the audience, and tell me. Don't tell him. Don't ask him. Don't tell him anything because it will be considered cyberbullying. Um, just tell me if you think that Armored Skeptic is being honest here because I don't know. I don't know what's in here or what's in here. So I would not say anything more. If in any case, I will look up his channel now and then. Not many times. I am not some crazy psychopath who gets obsessed with people on the internet. But I'm gonna check his channel out now and then, sometimes, not many times. And if he does something more about he tells something more about his political views, I might even respond to that. I hope that my English is not unbearable. I hope it I made that I make myself understand. And for the last thing, don't subscribe, don't comment, don't like, and do not share this video for anything on this world. We are being we are going to be brainwashed into submission. So be happy.